to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi.
I can't reach you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, we're on a new set today.
Yes, we're on a new set. We're under
blankets.
blankets. We're very cozy.
I have a pillow on my back. My cycle just started.
This is very senior week, last day of school vibes.
Very much.
Very much. I got all my credits. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Remember, like, after taking the graduation test as a DeKalb girly, after you passed that test, fuck all y'all. I passed.
I was so brazen about school after that. I think I had already decided that I was grown. I think that graduation test just decided for me that, like, I'm done with this shit. I'm an adult now. I don't have to follow any of your rules.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck you.
And then, like, the way so I've told this story before, but just saying how they released the results right before prom, the day before prom.
Mm-hmm.
But to see, it was like a little, I still have it. It's a little slip, and it showed every test and what you got in your grade.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw them honors, pass, plus, AP, mind you, again, I took these tests, and my daddy had just died. Like, literally that Monday, I got back from his funeral, took them tests. I took 2 in a day, knocked him out the rest of the fucking week. So if I had a living daddy, it would have been even more. Bitch, stop talking to me.
I ate that.
I ate
my
that.
AP test.
No.
My AP test, I ate my AP test. I got a 5 on my AP Psych, and I got a 5 on my AP World History. And I was like, I'm a scholar.
No,
you bitches can't say anything to me.
See, I went to the Lean On Me High School, so
You did. You did. That's true.
so I only passed one of my like 4 AP tests, but that was kind of like, which is a shame, but it was standard. None of us ever really passed.
It's not a shame.
It's not a shame that we didn't pass. It was a shame that we didn't have the actual tools, and our teachers didn't really give that much of a fuck. That none of us passed and none of us give a fuck. But for AP Lit, I
loved AP Lit.
AP Lit was my favorite class in all 4 of my years, and it was like one of the best. You never had that one white teacher with that really cool haircut that don't play about y'all?
Miss Sandra Beth Williams.
Miss Lisa Orlowski, we speak your name. She did not fucking play King Lear. What was Caesar? What did we read? Frankenstein. All the shit we read, and then like we break it down. We had a word of the day. Like, we did so good in them AP tests. We all passed, I want to say.
My 2 favorite teachers over the course of high school, I've said this before, at my school, you had both teachers twice. So you had them once in the 9th or 10th grade, and then you had them again at some point in the 11th or 12th grade because the school was so small. And they all treated their AP courses like a competition amongst themselves. So they had a very vested interest in making sure that people passed because they was like comparing numbers like,
yeah.
But Miss Williams and Mr. Golden, who were my 2 favorite teachers, were friends. They were very close. So like they supported one another as well. Like they would like kind of do these like almost hybrid lessons where like he was AP Lit, she was AP History. So they would kind of like teach it in this
like a crossover episode,
like not even just like a crossover episode, but like how everything is connected, how literature is connected to history and vice versa. So the way we were learning things was so holistic. It wasn't just like this is literature and this is history. It was like, no,
was like
this is education. And you could tell that they talked about
academics.
it. And I really love that. I hope both of them are doing okay. I know Mr. Golden had quit teaching to work at the College Board, and I know Miss Williams is retired. But
the College Board, that's good. That's the people who make the AP test.
Yeah, and he deserves. That's what I'm saying. Like he when I say he prepared us.
Our teachers didn't. They tried, but like outside of my AP Lit, like AP Psych, we were kind of in there like, we need the GPA boost. I don't really give a fuck. You don't really give a fuck. We kind of just vibing. AP Economics.
I would have never passed that.
Beat my ass from the moment I stepped foot in that fucking classroom. AP U.S. History. Mr. Sherman, I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's having a good day. He was a sweet old man. He wasn't like old at the time. He felt like 57. But like, as a high schooler, you're old as fuck, you know?
Your ass is ancient.
But he was a sweet man, and we used to give him hell. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, Mr. Sherman. But that was one of my more fun classes. Like, that was the last teacher to call my dad.
Oh.
And I was just like, all right.
I had a teacher named Mr. Yan. I know we're getting off on a tangent and we just started, but I had a teacher named Mr. Yan. He was my science teacher, and I used to skip his class a lot, and I don't necessarily think he cared, but he cared about his image, and he cared about like making his block hot. So we just kind of had like an agreement that I wouldn't get below a certain grade in his class.
Come do your shit.
And he straight up told me like, hey, I'm letting you know, if you get below this grade, I am going to call your parents and tell them that you're skipping. Like, I will act like I just figured it out. And I was like, he just playing. Man, that shit hit 74. He said, oh, okay. That he had Rich Talley up to that damn school so fast. Don't you cry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cry. Don't. Don't you fucking do it. It's okay. This is a minor problem.
I get it.
I'm sorry. That was funny. But yes, let's keep the party going. Jokes of the weekies.
We're back, y'all. The world. Oh, I'm Mel.
And I'm Talley.
You know,
And you're watching Disney Channel.
We're just girls, and the world is so fucking on fire. There's so much awful shit to talk about, but we're gonna have a fun episode. Okay.
And because we're having a fun episode, I do want to preface, we are aware of all the things that are going on.
All the fucked up
We're
shit
not
that's
avoiding talking about them. We both have our own separate platforms. So if you want to see our opinions, please find them there. We need some happy.
I need some happy.
I need some
honestly.
happy. And y'all need some happy too, goddammit.
Yeah, the world's on fucking fire, man. And it's just so terrible. Like, I've been having a really, really good year. Q fucking 4 has whooped my ass. Like, and I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to talk about sad shit, but I do want to say rest in peace to my dear friend Dominique Brown.
Yes.
I wore my Disney shirt in honor of her. No, I didn't expect to get. Oh, fuck.
If you need to cry, cry.
That shit is so fucked up, and didn't have to happen. She did not deserve that, and it's just so fucking like, fuck. All right.
Do you need to take a second?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm used to kind of just shoving grief in my back pocket and moving on. But that shit is very fucked up, and we gonna slide for you, Damo. We gonna slide for you. I don't care. Box lunch, you will fucking crumble.
I'm hoping that this is the end of them altogether.
Like,
I'm genuinely, I hope that this is like,
I don't know if we got a stage or protest in every fucking
I
mall
don't even know what they do. Like, I don't
Box
even.
lunch is kind of like a less, what? Well, no, fuck them.
It's not
They're
promo.
going down.
Yeah.
No, this is not promo. Fuck them. But it's like a less inappropriate, like Spencer's, but like all nerd shit, Disney shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, I don't think there is one in Atlanta. I haven't seen one, but there's one in like, I know there's one in like Florida Mall in Orlando.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is the store Damo be going to. When I tell you Damo loved Box Lunch, she's always posting hauls from Box Lunch. All her shit was from Box Lunch. Like,
This is gonna make me sad.
Yeah, very specific, like Disney shit she be having in her Funko Pops, all from there. So to know this is the brand that essentially killed her.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. It's so fucking terrible. And just like, as a Disney influencer, like the landscape of like Disney Power of Joy or just like Black Girl Disney would not exist had she not founded Black Girl Disney. And she taught me what a Disney adult was. Like, I had not really been to Disney as a grown person. I'm like, oh, so adults go to Disney? She's like, yeah, that's the whole thing. Put me on, and here we are. And she's gone. You know what I'm saying? Every picture, she's smiling. She's the cutest smile. She's like 4'11", such a cute little, little gumdrop. And it's just so heartbreaking that this has to happen. And she's really shaking our community. And it's just so fucking fucked up. But I could have not say nothing about her. But yeah, the world is just on fire. And I just wanted to talk about happy shit. So this episode is going to be about musicals, bitch. Like,
We're talking about musicals, guys.
so we're two fucking theater kids, theater kidding as adults. And Wicked has woken up a new part of me. So, booty hole.
Oh, okay. We're not doing jokes of the week.
That'll be next.
Next, booty hole. Yes. Go on.
Or, okay, we can do joke of the week, and then booty hole will segue into the West
Yes,
Charlotte.
perfect.
Let's not forget. Let's not tangent and forget because I have a funny booty hole.
Okay. I have a funny booty hole. It's crazy. I love how you said that up.
Joke of the week, go ahead.
Joke of the week. I cannot give my coochie away. And it is very stressful to me because my frontal lobe is developed, and the way that I think about sex now, not in a like, oh, my body is a temple, I'm stingy with my cootie cat kind of way, but it's just like certain shit I'm not getting into just because it's not worth it. And I'm straight up too old to be behaving like that. I met this guy at our dear friend Rita's birthday function.
You have to be that specific. People didn't
Oh,
know
well,
that.
it was Rita's birthday. Happy birthday. I'm just I can't help that I'm a specific person. I'm not
These
gonna say
people
his
don't
social security number or nothing.
But they gonna be like, okay, let me run the camera.
I mean, whatever. Fuck it. I mean, we was kissing in public, so at this point,
Sure.
whatever.
Go ahead.
So I met this guy, and when he walked in, I was like, oh, like he walked in, and I asked someone else who I knew, like, who is that? And it was explained to me who he was, and then she goes to say, also, he has a big old fat monster dick, and here's how I know. And I go, perfect, because that's the type of shit I'd be looking for. And so I think she thought she was telling me that he was a freaky frog as like a warning, and I'm like, no, that's that shit I like. That's what I like, Steve. So I play it cool. You know, I'm like, okay, I did play it cool at first. I'm getting to the point where I didn't play it cool.
Mind you, I was there.
She was there. So I guess
Narrator, she was not playing cool.
well, no, I start talking to him, whatever. It comes up that his birthday is near mine and that he's also a Sagittarius. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to get competitive. Instead of like being flirty, I'm going to be competitive, and that'll be what attracts him to me because I know my kind. So I lose the first game of bowling. It's terrible. And then he talks shit about it, like the fact that I lost. So I said, tell you what, I'm going to drink 3 alcohols, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to win this next game of bowling. And he's like, you're not a skilled bowler. And I said, true, but I'm going to get fucked up, and I'm going to win this game of bowling. And lo and behold, I actually did. And like I thought, that is what drew him in. He was like, a witch. And I'm like, yes. So speeding through all of this, the chemistry is there. It's very nice. We're very smiley. We're talking shit to each other, you know, just being very like charming and both confident back and forth. So we go sit at the bar, we kissy, all this shit, right? So he keeps looking over his shoulder like when he like kisses me on the lips. And I'm like, hey, who the fuck is over there? Like, what's going on? And this is me being drunk. I've had 6 or 7 alcohols at this point. So, well, maybe like 5 alcohols at this point.
Back towards the party?
Towards the party. And so I'm like, is somebody, I said, what's happening? I said, somebody over there? Who, you want to go kiss somebody over there? Like, what's going on? And he was like, nah. I said, you know, are you seeing someone? I was like, are you dating? And he's like, you know, I'm dating people. Like the way that he said it was just like, I'm dating multiple people. Niggas. And then so I'm like, me being drunk, I'm like, okay. And then so as it goes on and he keeps like being jittery, I'm like, are you, I imagine that you're allowed to date people. I said, but you're behaving like a person that if they saw this, they would be upset and you would care that they were upset. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, yeah, there is somebody whose feelings would be hurt about this. And I'm like, is it your wife? Like, you know, or your girlfriend?
You gotta be specific when you ask.
Yeah, I'm like, is your wife or your girlfriend? He was like, no. And I'm like, okay, great, kissy. So when we're all done with everything, I'm like, okay, I'm going to drive Rita back to my place because there's no way I was going to let her drive all the way home. So I said, I'm going to drive Rita to my place. And he's like, oh, I'm going to follow y'all to make sure y'all safe. I was like, you just want to see where I live. And he was like, true. I'm like, okay, whatever, because
I hate when niggas are fake caring about your safety.
You don't care about me.
You don't give a fuck.
You want to see where I keep my coochie at night.
You listen, or you want to me to bring my coochie to your lair. Like
Correct.
Back in the day when I'll be outside, like, oh, you don't need to drive all the way back to the east side. You need to be safe, man. Come home with me. I'm not coming to your fucking evil Michael Jordan
Your
poster
fucking
lair.
Yeah.
So you can try to fuck on me. No, I would rather drive home
and
with literally. If I gotta end up on the side of 285, as long as I'm not at home with you, I don't give a damn.
Perfect.
I would drive home with 1 brain cell. No.
But me, I was so horned up that I was like,
it was thumping. I could feel it. It was like fucking tremors.
Fucking thumping like mustard. Like that shit was going crazy. So
we haven't had an episode since the Kendrick shit.
I know, and I want to talk about it, but I feel like that's on the realm of like shit we said we weren't going to talk about. But anyway, so I get Rita in the home, which is so funny. She passed out. It's a makeup stain on my wall. I don't know how I got here. I think she hit her face on my wall. But that means she had a good birthday, so fine with it.
Yeah, she was drunk.
So I go back outside with this guy, and we're making out heavy for hours. Like, make out plus. Like, we're making out. There's titties. I've seen his penis. He's may or may not have beat his dick in front of me. It was very hot. Like,
this is a lot.
It was very.
I'm innocent.
It was true. It was very
this is
like
in the car,
this
not
is
on the
this
porch.
is in the car. This is not on my porch. You
I
think I'm letting a nigga beat his dick?
That's why I'm like
on my porch.
That's why I had to ask. I'm like,
I value my neighbors so much. I would never do no shit like that ever. You think I would put Rudy in a situation where he would have to come out and see that? Rudy would be like, "Oh my God, baby, what is going?" No, I would not do that.
Okay, I love a good car degeneracy.
It was the windows were steaming. I'm like, perfect. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna give him some coochie. But I, in protest of my lack of sex life, have not had a wax or any sort of hair removal of any kind. It's very leave the door open, Bruno Mars down there. But I have a rule that I don't give niggas hairy coochie on the first link, on the first go.
Fair.
Like, I try to do my best, long as I got my suit and tie type situation on the first link. Because that's the trap. You know what I'm saying? Ball kitty. Now we here and you like me. So then after that, doesn't matter what hair is on there. So I want to give him some coochie, but I'm like, hey, man, I ain't got no coochie for you tonight. But soon, I owe you some coochie, basically. So he goes home. I go in the house. I pass out. And then the next morning, my sober grown-up brain is like, ask that nigga some more questions. And then my coochie immediately is like, don't do that. Don't ask him shit. Get the dick.
I'm trying to have a good time.
I'm trying to have some dick. And then my brain was like, do it. Ask. So I text him. I'm like, so hey, you are in a relationship where there is an implication of exclusivity, yeah? 3 dots, silence. 3 dots, silence. 3 dots, silence.
Do it again.
3 dots, silence. 3 dots, silence. 3 dots. So then 3 dots pop up and he's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done none of the stuff that we did last night, and it just wouldn't be a good look if you know, I was just basically like, and he's like, also kind of like, I'm glad I didn't fuck him because I didn't like his language. He's like, I don't want to take advantage of you, which you couldn't unless it was forceful. And he's like, I don't want to treat you like a hoe. First of all, I am a hoe.
But I feel like second of all, of treating you like a hoe, like we're
like
so old.
You can't treat me like a hoe. You're a boy. You're a slut. You beat your dick in the parking lot of my apartment. You the hoe. What you mean? I didn't beat my dick in front of you. Fuck you mean?
One dick beater in here.
You the dick beater. Hoe. You the dog, motherfucker. I don't want to treat you like a hoe. I'm like, oh, this bitch couldn't. I'm glad I didn't fuck him.
The idea of treat you like a hoe is just so like 2009. It's
right.
Just like.
Oh, brother. So I'm glad I didn't fuck him, but I wanted that dick so bad. And now I'm in a point where I feel like I just want a nice, clean, friendly, no issues fuck. Just.
You're a little far. But I'm going to touch your hand. These niggas are goddamn degenerates.
These niggas are degenerates. We said we weren't gonna do that, but that's my joke of the week is that I cannot give my coochie away. So she's just here.
Honestly,
she does not have a fur coat on no more though. I did.
Oh, you stay ready.
You know,
you just gotta just throw it to the wind and just ignore and just.
I'm finna start throwing my pussy up in the air like Fabo, just and hoping somebody.
It's gonna be a nigga that's gonna catch that shit. You gonna be like, no, not you,
no, put it down, no, unsnap it, drop it,
put it, give it here, hand it here. But no, that's how hard it was for me when I was like, oh, me and that nigga broke up. We done. I'm outside, bitch. I'm outside, nigga.
You tried so hard.
I tried so hard. I sent that one DM to that one nigga. Didn't get the reaction I wanted. And it's so crazy because these niggas be on my body any other time. But I'd be like, hey, sure. Would you like some pussy? Bitch, no.
Get your fucking coochie away from me.
Oh, no, please.
Oh, come on.
She's hungry. Come on.
Come on. And then the niggas that do want your coochie, it's like, not you.
Not you.
Ugh.
Go away.
Come on, man.
Move.
Get out of here.
Okay, so I have an update in Coochie Gate because I'm always updating y'all on my coochie.
Is this your joke of the week?
Yes, this is my joke of the week. It just has to do with my long saga of coochie problems and then me being chronically online. Mm-hmm. So as y'all know, I keep getting the ingrowns, and you guys diagnosed me with HS on Twitter. I talked to my dermatologist about it. She said we are gonna. My one dermatologist said that like if I had HS, I would know. Mm-hmm. The other one was like, we gonna see.
I've seen the commercials for HS medicine. I don't think you have that.
I don't think I have that.
That shit is crazy.
She's like, we're just gonna make sure. So they sent things off. But so I go in for my procedure to remove it had went down tremendously from changing my soap. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like healing itself, but I wanted to get the root out, so I had to still get it surgically removed. So I go up there, it was coochie day. Had my mom take me. She was so annoyed because she was like, you didn't need me to take you this. So I was like, maybe I just wanted to hang out
I
with
needed
you.
my mama.
Maybe I just wanted to hang out with you. Oh my God. So I go in there you know, we get the little prelims or whatever. So like my coochie's being operated on. It's like assistant in there, and then somebody like shadowing, so she's like learning. So I'm just like, my coochie is just out. Whole time, just out. I'm in my little robe. Coochie,
Just lips and all.
Lips just out. So as she's doing the procedure, like it was she did it so well. Like she was like she had the assistant go like this on my leg while she shot me with the numbing shit so I could be distracted.
So they did it like a pediatrician.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what they do with the baby. She was just like, sure. So I'm like, this is great. So I got numbed up. She's doing it.
Your whole coochie was numb.
No, just the right lip.
Okay.
Just the right lip area for her to come take it out. And then as she's doing it, she's sewing me up. Because at first I was like, oh my God, I think one of my straight hairs from my bundles like came on the thing. She was like, ma'am, those are the stitches. And I was like,
true. Right.
Copy. Got it.
Yep.
And again, it's awkward because my pussy's out. So like I'm making jokes and everyone's at work except for me.
Right.
So I'm just being a silly girl. And then the two assistants were young. So they were like 23, 24.
Right.
So I'm like, this is Gen Z. I'm going to relate to them. So as I'm sitting here, pussy out, I'm like, mind you, this is our first time meeting.
You're an asshole. Did they find it funny?
And I'm sitting here like the Joker, that one meme, like, I made it funny. They were just like,
they don't laugh at anything. They don't laugh at shit.
The Dermatologist, they were all like, ma'am, please. It was so funny to me.
They're so serious.
Also, she probably couldn't laugh because she at work. So, like, and my pussy is out. That shit was so funny to me, and I just was like, cool. But I'm still in my robe and my thing. I'm just like,
right.
But now my coochie is still in pain, and then I was like, oh, what are the requirements? The requirements for recovery, like how long until I can take a bath? Because usually they be like, you can't just shower for 3 days.
Submerge, in water.
So she was like, no, shower at all.
Oh, period.
Because the first time I couldn't shower for 3 days.
Yikes.
So I was like, when can I shower? And she was like, oh, you can shower after 24 hours. I was like, great. She's like, yeah, just like avoid this, avoid that, like avoid bodies of water. And I was like, I'm going to Miami next weekend. She was like, are you serious? I was like,
yeah, sure
I'm
am.
going to Miami. She's like, please don't get in the water. Like, you can't. So I was like, and my cycle's going to be on. Worst trip ever already.
We're going to have so much fun.
But it started today, and we leave on Friday, so I might be fine.
You're going to be fine. And you can be fine.
Yeah, I can just tamp it up, but I will not be in the water in Miami. But I'm just so...
The pool is so nice, though. You have to take pictures.
Okay. I have to
it's
go
like
back
vintage.
home to my bathing suits. I am chronically online to the point where I need to give this young man a shout out for what he's done for me and my mental health in the past few weeks. Katie Rad is the funniest, and he don't even be trying. I think he do be breaking character sometimes and laughing because it's so funny and ridiculous.
It's so silly.
It's so silly. Apparently, he is a CEO of a natural hair brand for boys.
Get out.
King Curls is his old name. That's King Curls.
Okay.
So I don't know what the Young Thugification of King Curls and what happened, the Young Thug and Uzi-fication. And it's like a little fun, like Atlanta. It's like it would be suspect if it wasn't
Atlanta, yeah.
Right. And suspect is a problematic term, I'm sure, but just like it would be like, is he gay? But it's like, oh, he's from Atlanta. Okay.
But you know what? It's so funny. Like what he's doing has, like, in my opinion, like transcended even the thought of what his sexuality is to me. Like it's just fun.
It's just fun.
I never even like.
Even in the comments when they like, oh, bro, you twerking? He like, nah, it's called bossing up. That's
Period.
what he said.
Period.
Bossing up.
Period. When he be like, with the little guns, when he be like,
so,
shit is so
if y'all
funny
don't know
to
who Katie Rad is, like, just stop that shit.
Bitch, I got something to make you lay down. murder. When he put that hand on the back seat.
When the stabilization hand, it's just so funny. And he finds the most random songs to dance to in whatever random living room or hallway and stairwell. It's just fucking funny.
Right.
And I enjoy, that's what I saw on TikTok as well. Like,
yes.
Okay, booty hole.
Booty hole, yes.
So if you had a musical based on your life, one, who would star as you, like vocally and acting chops wise? And two, what would your I Want song be? Like, for context, I Want song is something that's big in Disney movies because I'm a Disney adult. But, like, if you think about that
like,
song.
I want to be where the people are.
Yes, yeah. Reflection. I can go the distance. Like, what is your I Want song?
So, my I Want song, because this is going to get deep and dark, but I don't care. So, my I Want is, like, I think with my mental health, like even when I'm okay, like there's just like a faint buzz of like sadness or like uneasiness. I want to be easy. I want that little buzz to go away. I want to have like I want to know what it's like to have a clear, happy mind. Like I don't want my resting, I'm okay state to be like an undercurrent of like trouble.
Like
so like
sadness.
if I could go see like a wizard or something to like take that buzz away, that would be what I wanted. Like I want a smooth brain, no ridges. Sing it? No.
You gotta sing. You gotta like. I gotta visualize it.
I don't know. I don't have a song written.
Now I gotta get my Lin-Manuel Miranda bag.
Anyway,
and write it for
but
you.
who?
Be happy and see the wizard.
Okay, and then who would play me?
You didn't like that?
No. Who would play me? Even though we don't look alike, I like her personality and I love her voice. The girl on TikTok, she's not famous like for singing and acting, but she can sing and she can act. Her name is Samira. And I said, big back bitch, get to the back. That shit is so funny to me. And she's so, I saw her sing something from Wicked and she can sing and she's just such a powerful speaker. I would love that. I would love that so much.
I'm gonna answer mine backwards. So if we're casting people from TikTok, I think I'm gonna cast for my singing voice is going to be the two sisters that churchify every song. They'll be, oh!
Mm-hmm. I know he said they be in the kitchen. They be in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
So they can rock, paper, scissors. They look enough like me because they're just brown. So sure, you got it, baby girl. Come on. What's the Trisky skin?
Don't even worry about it. Sign it.
Sign right here.
That don't even matter.
My I Want song. I'm so Disney coded anyway because I've lost a parent. So boom, I'm already halfway there for any musical. But like, what is my I Want? I don't know. It's maybe like just like it'll be like a Hannah Montana kind of vibe. Like I just want to be like normal. Like I don't want to be like in like people. I want people to leave me alone. Like I'm an extrovert, like aggressively, but I really just want to be like left alone and just. You know, I want to be Miley Stewart. You know, so maybe just like, I just want to sit down the fuck somewhere and just play my game and eat pasta. And then just like, just a normalcy, just everyone just
I see pasta being a running theme throughout your musical.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be kind of
maybe
like,
I'll find us a pasta restaurant in Miami.
you know, I'm always down for that. You know, I mean, I'm from there. So like, if you want to drive a little bit, we can go to the normal part of Miami.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I just want somewhere to wear my cute clothes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
For me, it was just like a normalcy, or like maybe like something with grief and tie that in there because that's kind of just like my whole vibe. Like I want to be normal and I miss my dad. So those are like my two like things. So maybe something like that because I don't have like no big dream of I think of Tiana and I'm thinking of Disney musicals. I don't know why that's my brain. Okay, I said I Want song, but like even like Wicked and shit. Like the story is, you know, what do they want? And you know, have you seen Wicked? You've seen Wicked?
No, I've seen the musical, but I've not.
I'm saying, like,
I know
plot wise, she really gave a fuck about them animals because I'd have been like, I mean, y'all can't do nothing. Well,
that's too
I
bad.
figured out what.
Did you see that shit on Twitter or TikTok? It's on both platforms. The Pitbull was having a baby. The baby came out, it couldn't breathe. The Pitbull baby couldn't breathe.
He was like doing this
and he was like doing shit for the baby to get it to live. And then somebody retweeted it and was like, yeah, I had to suck the snot out of one of my Pitbull baby's nose because it couldn't breathe. And so, now I love my dog. I
saw that. I was like,
I love that baby. I'm not sucking snot out of a Pitbull nose, bruh. And maybe I would. I don't know. Like, I love Jodeci, and if the only way to do it was to suck the snot out of his nose, but we're going to the vet first. Like, they're going to have to suck the snot out. I'm not sucking the snot out of a Pitbull nose.
I think of Norbert when he's like, when Norbert get bit by snake, and I think, hell to the no, in a cold day in hell before Wong suck poison out another man's eye. But he's still alive. So problematic.
Yeah.
I can address that. Eddie Murphy.
You just really jumped in there with the accent.
I didn't go full out.
That wasn't full out.
You know I like mimicking people.
You know what I said? I said the most racist thing the other day, and I'll just eat it. I'm just gonna eat it because it was the juice is worth the squeeze. It was so funny to me. So, and I said it to Rodney on the phone, but I didn't realize the guy could still hear me. So you remember in
The
Russia,
guy you were talking about?
the guy heard me, but I was talking to Rodney on the phone. I thought the guy had went around the bend in Publix, but I'm so loud that he heard me. He kind of, you know how Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers leans back and looks at people? Like, that's how he looked at me. So he was in the way. Like, he was standing in the middle of the aisle, and it seemed wherever I was moving, he was moving. And so, you know, in rush hour, Chris Rock was like, I've been looking for your sweet and sour chicken ass. He walked away. It was like, get your sweet sour chicken ass the fuck on. And he was like, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel like
That's probably the equivalent to African booty scratcher. For
you
them.
know what? The older I get, you know how like your mom or your aunt will say something racist, and you're like, please don't say that. That was my first time as like in my 30s where I said something racist out loud, and I was like, and it is a quote from a movie, but like it shouldn't have been said in the movie, and it for sure shouldn't have been repeated in 2024 in that
Speaking
Publix.
of racism,
Don't cancel me. We'll do it. I don't care. I'm tired.
honestly, that's where I'm at with stuff. Like, honestly, if you saying something racist, just say it. I'm tired.
I'm tired. He was in the way. I should not have called him sweet and sour chicken ass, but he was in the way.
Can we talk about our war with Mexico on Twitter?
First of all, I've not been on Twitter that much.
Me neither. And I pop in and out. I've been on more like in the past couple of days. Cause like Blue Sky started to die down. It's getting kind of boring.
And everybody's making this weird effort to be nice that some of it is boring. Not that I miss the toxicity of Twitter, but like everybody's doing this whole, I'm so grown up and this is such a safe space and I'm so holier than thou. They're like, ain't no jokes. It's not funny because y'all are
right. So I'll be
doing
tipping
this,
to Twitter because there's more people on there.
and it's funnier. When I came in, I felt like Donald Glover when he came in that room with those pizzas and it was on fire. And like another thing that was so, and I tweeted this, I felt so racist, but I was like, what's up with all these Mexicans? Like I came on Twitter, I'm like, I done seen 12 Mexicans in 15 thumb scrolls and they all naked. Why is my timeline filled with naked Mexicans? What the hell?
I saw people talking about Mexican this, Mexican that, like some of my mutuals. I was like, what's going on? Again, in and out, doing stuff, sad, whatever the fuck. And I got to the root of it, and the person who started it, I have blocked. So just like, fuck her, great. Mm-hmm. So it started, for those who don't know, this is how the war started.
The Great Race War.
The Great Race War started at the expense of a black girl. Excuse me. So this girl had this outfit on with some little bitty shorts that looked like panties. They weren't actually panties.
Were they not? I thought they were panties.
They're not actually panties. I think they're like some hot shorts, some hot pants. Mm-hmm. And the girl's like, you know, why y'all harassing me? I got this outfit from said influencer.
And she did wear nearly the exact
same outfit. So they put it side by side up, and the girl who started this whole shit, who I have blocked, which is why I didn't see the origin at first, she was like, well, it's different because such and such ain't built like a Mexican like the other girl.
And you know, what's crazy is, I want to be delicate here.
Okay.
There are two things happening. You look at it. I'm going to stand up here.
Because we have the shot. You can't fuck
I'm going
the
to
shot.
get in my camera, and I'm going to look weird. They pulling them pants.
I mean,
And them.
and the angles. And I know y'all doing angles because I use them.
When I say...
Built like a Mexican wear.
Like,
There.
right there. What you mean? They're like built like Mexican. And it's like, you know what? Different races and ethnicities have different body types. That just is what it is.
It just is what it
Y'all,
is.
and as a person, like, I don't have big hips. I have ass that peeks around to the front. When I lose weight, my hips get very narrow.
I don't have hips at all.
So I understand forcing a hip. Y'all are narrow right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a straight up
Y'all
and down
don't have
shape.
hips.
And
Sometimes
the
the backs
girls
be
who are
wide, and that's
posting
fine.
curvy bodies, some of them are clearly surgery bodies, which nothing wrong with surgery bodies, but it's like, the girl shouldn't have said that the girl was built like a Mexican.
It's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. But now we all kinds of niggers and jigaboos and jigga
Literally,
niggers and
that's why y'all gonna kill by the police. You black bitches. That's why y'all niggas want us. And then the niggas are chiming in as they always
You
do.
big
we don't
fat-
like them black bitches either. Of course you don't.
And then some hot dog pack neck having ass nigga gonna come on there talking about something. the black girls don't want the Colombians and the Puerto Ricans to get involved. And it's like the Colombians and Puerto Ricans have the type of bodies that they have because they have African blood.
That too.
So clock that. Like, that's the difference. So what the fuck are we talking about here? But all them Mexican girls on my timeline got their bikini strings pulled up to their nipple, twisting their body in the shapes I ain't never seen before in my goddamn life. And I literally tweeted, I said, what is going on with the Mexicans? What is happening?
I tweeted something, I had to delete it. I was like, nope. I've been
somebody
said
they got my shit looking like a empanada truck. Or something like that, taco truck or some shit.
Somebody said, y'all abuelas didn't give y'all these bodies.
And She didn't.
She did it.
And the thing about it is, it's like the narrowness of the frame and the, right here where they be like square like that or whatever, it's not bad looking. Mm-hmm. It just is. Like, you just are shaped like that. And so to like get on here and
posting like fat black woman, and also fat and bad body are not
the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You can be fat and not bad body. You can be bad bodied and not be
fat.
fat. Are two of these are bad body problematic term? Again, we got to cross our T's and dot our I's. Yes, it's problematic, whatever. But for the sake of the conversation, you can be bad bodied and not fat. I know skinny bad body
online racism is so funny that people get to say whatever the fuck they want about black women. Any group, any demographic gets to say whatever they want about black women. And then as soon as black women start playing the racism game, it ain't funny no more, is it? It ain't fun no more.
And also, these Mexican girls say nigga more than me and Paul Mooney
they
put
be
together.
Like, nigga, and nigga, es nigga, su nigga, tu nigga, yo nigga, mi nigga, lo siento nigga. Like,
nigga somos. Nigga almost like, them all say nigga more than me.
I don't even say nigga that much.
And
but,
I say nigga a lot.
But we can't say like a Mexican.
And y'all know how y'all build. And also, I feel like black women, we are not a monolith by shape because we're from all over the place. So you can't like even, they posting like AI made fat black women. It's just like, relax. Yeah, some of us are fat. Sure.
Yeah.
But there's no like black woman build. And honestly, the black woman build is what y'all over there buy.
It's what you're posting all these pictures to prove that you're shaped like a black woman. You're twisting your body to prove that you're shaped like black women.
We're the blueprint.
So what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
But anyway.
Okay.
That shit's crazy.
Let's talk about musicals.
Musicals. Boom.
Things that make us have fun. What is your favorite?
My favorite musical, we're going to go in two different directions here, but it is a tie between Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, Hammerstein, whatever, and Sweeney Todd.
I haven't seen Sweeney Todd.
You know what you going to do if I got to come over there and watch it with you?
Watch
Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Sweeney Todd is so crazy to me because as like a crime girly, I like true crime, serial killer cases.
Where's Johnny Depp in that?
Mm-hmm. Mm. You just got to pretend he's somebody else.
Okay.
To think that there is a barber chopping people up and then his bitch is making pies out of them is insane. Like, that's just crazy.
Okay.
You didn't know that was the plot of Sweeney Todd?
So when I was talking about, when I saw Wicked, it made me go back to my theater kid roots. Mm-hmm. And then my favorite musical is Into the Woods.
Taste.
And I forgot the name who made it. He's the same man who made Sweeney Todd. Mm-hmm. So when I was tweeting the lyrics, someone's like, oh, you're a theater kid? Like, what you know about? What does Mel know about such and such? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I'm also a theater kid. Yeah. And I looked the man up because I'm like, oh, this is some exclusive shit I didn't know. And then I'm like, oh, he got a resume. And Sweeney Todd was one of his most popular. So I was like, oh, okay. But no, Into the Woods, I have a couple. Because again, so it's also been kind of bittersweet with this whole Wicked shit because I was a theater kid, a literal theater child, and I didn't make it into the middle school program. Oh. The magnet program for my middle school because I went to a magnet school of the arts for elementary and middle. And I didn't make drama. I didn't make the theater program. So the first year I wasn't in magnet at all. I just came as a homeschool student, which is like frowned upon coming from our middle school. Like everybody had a magnet. And then all the theater rejections went to the broadcast magnet. So I went to broadcast 7th grade and 8th grade. Whatever the case may be.
Thank you.
And I was like, damn, I really let them white people crush my dreams.
Yeah.
And I'm finally getting back to it now. Like, that was the same day I got my first IMDb credit. And I was like kind of crying about it because I was like, damn, I would have let them never let me.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I would have never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really put theater down. Like, when people get into a real deep theater bag and like on TikTok, and I'm like, damn, I really stopped acting because they crushed my spirit.
Yeah.
So it made me say,
but those be such big rejections at a young age.
9.
Yeah, that
I was 9 years
it's
old.
formative. So
It was very formative.
Yeah.
So I'm just proud of myself for getting back to acting, and fuck that bitch at the middle school because she only allowed one black person per
Also,
year.
you were done in racism.
I was done a racism
Yeah.
because, and granted, when my grades bad, yes, but I had the best monologue, and I auditioned, I think, with the black girl who made it. I want to say, and she wasn't bad, but like I ate everybody up, including my classmates who did make it, like my white ones. I ate everybody up. Just let me in. I can do my homework when I get here. But bitch, let me in the fucking program. But she had one black kid a year. And I clocked that at 10. I'm like, this is racist.
Yeah.
Like,
you were done in racism.
what the fuck? So, yeah. So when I was in the program, I loved Into the Woods. Because it was just like, I love how they tied everything together. I wish more than anything, more than life, I wish to go to the festival. 8.
What you doing tomorrow? What you doing tomorrow?
That's my nothing day.
After I get my hair braided down, you want to watch musicals?
You can, as long as you come over to my house.
Yeah, I'm coming to you. She said, I'm not going anywhere. I got to pack my bag, but I can still come.
Sure.
But
Annie,
I think sometimes when shit hits a little too close to home, like little girls having sad lives, even though I do love Cinderella because, you know, I've always loved seeing Brandy and Cinderella was just so impactful for me. And it really it changed my life in terms of like stuff that I knew was possible. Like this black girl with braids of Cinderella, that's crazy. I know that I have a shot. But Annie, sometimes the bitches be having it too hard in the musicals, and I be like, all right, enough.
Your life too
goddamn hard. So Annie, sometimes I'm like, turn it off. Cut it off.
It's so funny because they made us watch. So there's a redhead in my class, in my drama class. So my teacher was like, perfect. I know exactly where I was going. This is the first end of my dreams being crushed because for the auditions, I auditioned for Grace, which is the Mr. Warbucks like side bitch, whatever. Not side bitch, but just like bitch.
I get the point. Yeah.
But he only cast the tall kids as the adults in the play.
Yeah.
And because I was small, I got an orphan. So when I look at the list, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't see Grace next to my fucking name.
Right.
What do you mean I'm Kate the orphan? So you knew you was gonna cast me as an orphan the entire time, and you let me sit up there and audition for Grace. Bitch, I wanna sing. I think I'm gonna like it here. That's what I wanna sing.
I think being typecast kind of made me shy away from theater as I got older. Because I remember the first time I got blatantly typecast for something, being a shapely young girl, you're never gonna get the lead because the leads are always tiny, no matter what the musical is. So I think I'm not sure which was my senior musical. It was either West Side Story or Cinderella. Sometimes I forget the order. But I know that I auditioned for Cinderella, and the girl who played Cinderella at my high school, I'll never forget, Asia Howard. She did spectacular. She earned that. I can't even play with you like that. I got cast as the fairy godmother, and that was the first time I realized that adults saw me adulty. You see me as a grown up. You see me as a grown person. And did I body the role? Yes. Did I eat it? Yes. Was that the first time I was ever tasked with singing a song that Whitney Houston had sung, and it was very stressful to me, and I was just kind of like, this is too much.
What do you want to be? You want to be Cinderella?
I wanted to be Cinderella, but that was the first time I realized you ain't never gonna have blue eyes, bitch. Like that was the first time that I realized like nobody views you like that. So then when I got cast in West Side Story and I got cast as, I forget the character's name. I got cast as the cousin or aunt, whatever I want to be in America, that like.
I haven't seen West Side Story.
I have to watch that again too, but I didn't get cast as Maria. Like I didn't get cast as the lead. So I realized that no matter what I got cast as, it will always be aunt or mom or parental figure or some big sister or something like that. I'm never gonna get like the full lead. And then so when I got to Alabama State and we did this play called it got turned into a musical as a play, but called Crowns, the ladies in the church hats or whatever. I was like, damn, I'm an auntie to people. Like when it comes to like playing roles, and I realize now that like the way that I carry myself and just my general disposition on things and wisdom, which I don't view myself that way, but like I get now, but it really crushed my dreams because like I want to be Dina, but I'm going to be Effie or something.
Every big titty bitch, you know what you're gonna be now. You better get
in there and put on that gold brocade suit with the fur collar
get
and
ready
shut
to
the
cuss
fuck
at
up.
Curtis. Curtis was supposed to love you. Go on in there.
Don't
and shut
do
the
it
fuck
now.
Up.
Go
For
on.
me, you know, I was young, so like I think that's what's so jarring about the whole like you old bitch now because I've been a kid my entire life. I've been kidified, whether it came to like positions in undergrad or whatever. Like, oh, you're just a kid, you're just a kid. It was like I'm the mastermind behind this entire shit. I put all this shit together, and y'all won't just hit it here. Like, why you act like I can handle this? I did it. I put this together. So, yeah, just being like, as an adult, I'm like, this nigga knew when I walked up, I'm gonna put Mel. She's great, love her, sweet little girl. She's gonna be an orphan because she's 4'6".
But you know what? I have the experience now that if I do ever have a kid or if I ever have a theater kid, now I have the knowledge to tell you.
It's sticky.
It is sticky.
There's something sticky on here. It's not me.
I just flipped them over because they do that all the time.
So
True.
you over here scolding. It's not
I
me.
didn't scold. Your childish ass looked at me every time you dropped it.
All right, guys.
And I ain't cutting it out.
All right,
Such
guys.
your mama though. I'm be scared.
But
Look, the Pootie Tang belt gonna come smack me.
at least I can tell my kids like, hey, you want to audition for something? Chances are, if these adults already know you and the people that are auditioning, they've already cast it in their minds and they're just holding auditions to be
Nice.
to be appear fair. But they already know who they want to do what. When I did Dreamgirls with Rodney at Alabama State, I was one of the I'm looking for something, baby. Never in a million years did I think that would be my role. Like I was genuinely like offended that I didn't get like a bigger role in the musical. But as I was going through the process, I'm like, y'all knew exactly. Y'all envisioned the Dreamgirls as soon as y'all decided that y'all were doing it. And so that's something that I'm glad that now if I have a kid that's interested in the arts or interested in theater, I can just be like, hey, here's some hard truths. So you don't feel bad about yourself when things don't go your way. Yeah.
That was my first time really dealing with rejection. I remember my dad had picked me up from school and he didn't know what to do with me. He was just like, he wants some ice cream. Yeah, want some food. And like my dad would be like, who I was with more often because my mom would be at work. So my dad, like, especially if I leave school early, because he'll come get us. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna come get you, but we not saying I got shit to do. I'm going to go run my errands so you can be with me.
But shut the fuck up. Right.
Here's some ice cream. Shut up. So it was so funny because, you know, dads don't know what to do when you crying and shit. Like, pizza? Pasta? So it was just funny. I think about musicals growing up, being in... So, okay, let's talk about Wicked lore. You haven't seen the new one, which is fine.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Are you deep in the lore?
I'm not deep in the lore.
Have you been seeing the TikTok lore?
No. I've tried to stay off Wicked TikTok so I can have the movie with fresh eyes.
Right. So when did you see the musical?
I saw it when I went to New York with my grandmother. It might have been a couple years after my brother was born.
Oh, so you went with Idina and the other lady.
Yeah.
You think you better than me?
Nope. I just have a grandmother that was vested in my interests. That's all.
Whoa, so you saw the original white lady. So here's my thing with Wicked. It came out when I was still in the program in elementary school, but I saw witches. I saw the word wicked, and I was just like,
my parents aren't going for it.
My parents are not gonna let me see this, so I'm not even gonna even pretend to be interested in whatever the fuck this is. Y'all got it. So I knew nothing. In my head, I thought it was the Wicked Witch of the East and the West. I didn't know this was Glinda and whatever.
It was gang wars.
I thought it was, I knew it was a sister thing, but I thought that Glinda and whatchamacallit were sisters and they fell out. I didn't know. I just made it up in my head, but I never gave a fuck until I'm like, y'all keep on talking about it. Fine, I'll look into it. And then I watched the white girls. They've been eating it up on TikTok, and they broke down the Wicked timeline and how it ties into the Wizard of Oz. And again, I've seen the Wizard of Oz, the OG, 1 or 2 times. And when I as an adult, as I see, they had Julie Garden eating cigarettes for breakfast.
Yep.
I don't want to be a part of this. What they did to that little fucking girl. So as for me in my house, we watched The Wiz, where Dorothy is 96 years old.
You know they was dead wrong for trying to convince us that 50 7.5-year-old Diana Ross with somebody's 20-something-year-old teacher or 19, however the fuck old she was,
like 24.
so old she was supposed to be. She's got a salt and pepper afro. Y'all are pissing me the fuck off. This bitch is grown as the fuck.
A grown lady would not navigate Oz the way that she would have. Making her grown. And I watched The Wiz right before Thanksgiving. Because I wanted to see Michael. You know, that's my favorite Michael. That's my Michael right there.
That's my motherfucking man.
The first 20 minutes of The Wiz are so goddamn boring. Oh my God. I don't give
and
a fuck about this.
And they sing that song at dinner and you're like, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
I don't know. Maybe they was like, some people need jobs. We need more. We need to make space for a bigger
That
cast.
shit's so goddamn boring. Cut it off. Fast forward till she landed on, because goddamn.
And then the goddamn scary ass subway scene. I have to fast forward. Don't make the noise. Stop it. You're scaring me. Don't do it again.
All right. I'm doing better.
Thank you. I have to.
That was hard.
Thank you. I have to fast forward past that shit every time I watch it now as an adult. I can't see it.
I was in the train one time in New York. It was late at night. I was coming back.
Did somebody start making that noise?
It was a man in there with puppets. And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. He had puppets. He had like marionette puppets. When I tell you I got the fuck out of that subway station so fucking... I was... I almost ran. Like, you know, she was running through. I got the fuck out of that station.
I would have involuntarily shit my pants. Just like straight up, because I'm so scared of that scene even now.
And the puppets just kept getting bigger. You look up, them niggas was 8 feet tall. And the
trash cans and the columns would break off.
And they was eating Michael Jackson like that.
And then the scene where they're trying to get to Oz and they go through that little, I don't know, weird prostitution opium den where they got on all the pink and orange and the ladies are clearly working girls. And now I'm grown, I realized they was getting high. And I was like, what?
They made Oz New York.
But you know what? At several points they should have turned around. At several points they should have just accepted their reality and been like,
never had no brain, baby, no heart for you. No courage, and you ain't never getting home.
And you never going back to On M and them. You never going back over there.
And it don't seem that great anyway.
And it seemed like it sucked.
So
you got your dog. You cool.
You may as well kiss the scarecrow in the mouth. Yeah. Figure it out. So yeah, once I figured out that the story of Wicked was messy, and it was like love triangles and shit going on.
I want to read the book.
Huh?
I want to read the book.
They said the book is crazy. They said the book is even crazier. Wow. So I'm excited for part 2. Because that shit, you went there for 47 hours, and that's just Act 1.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So The Wiz is great. What are Rent?
Rent, let me tell you something. I love Rent so much, but I can't say that it's one of my favorite musicals because it makes me so sad. It just makes me so sad. But like, what's the time? Well, it's gotta be close to midnight. My body's talking to me, says it's time for danger. That's my shit. That is my shit. I sing that loud in the shower to this day.
My song from Rent, other than the normal ones, is like, it's just that you remind me, I always remind people of
who is she? She died.
Will you light my candle?
So here's my question about Light My Candle. Is it she's talking about drugs and her coochie or either or? Because I never totally understood.
I think it's an innuendo as well as she keeps blowing the candle out.
Because she's looking for her coke.
She's looking for her heroin.
Heroin, sorry, yes.
She's looking for her heroin. She's kind of prolonging them, interacting.
Flirting, yes.
They're getting to know each other. It's like a bunch of different things at once.
Yes. And the girl has game, too. They say that I have the best ass below 14th Street. Is it true? Oh, she ate that. Yeah.
So I've seen one Broadway play, but it was the one with Mac Wilds in it. My family went because we just wanted to go see a Broadway play. But I never really sat and saw a play. I've never really seen that. So I never been in a Broadway, whatever. Because I didn't go to New York till college. So that's a bucket list thing that I want to see, a real musical start to finish. So I never really experienced these movies outside of these
musicals outside of the movie.
Films. So I was 11 when Rent came out, and I'm my auntie took me because she was interested in it as well because she's why I like musicals. And baby, I was in Rent. I was having the time of my life. And when Angel was in that hospital bed, as a child, I was like,
When will I lose my dignity comes on, I'd be like, will someone care? I'd be snotting crying. And then Tay Diggs, seeing Tay Diggs outside of black movies
I was shocked.
is so crazy
No
to
one
me.
told me.
Cause you'd be like,
And this
Dre?
is your wife?
you like
Harper?
Harper. What are you, Ariana? What are you doing here?
Winston? So that's another part of the Wicked lore, because at one point the Fierro from Broadway got sick or some shit, and Idina Menzel was like, my nigga could play Fierro. And put her nigga in the play.
But you know what? That's what being famous is about. If I got a chance to put my nigga somewhere or put my best friend somewhere, that's what the fuck I'm finna do. I know somebody who could do it.
I just so happen to have a Broadway husband. I don't know if you heard of
I don't know if
Tay
you heard
Diggs.
of
So
Timothy
that
Diggory.
was, and then the cold case lady in 525,600 minutes.
Oh man.
Ah,
And then the lesbian anthem. Take me for what I am.
take me, baby.
Who I was meant to be.
Oh.
That's my shit.
Grease,
Grease, here's the thing. Also, all them people are 100 years old. And as a kid,
especially Rizzo.
as a kid, I could not suspend disbelief that these are supposed to be high school students. That motherfucker has a 5 o'clock shadow, and that lady has hair on her chin. These are grown-ups.
Grown-ups.
I'm not fucking doing this shit with you. Rizzo was 800 years fucking old.
She
Talking
was.
about saying, I'm pregnant, I'm a
I'm so
teen
scared.
mom. You're 1,000 years old. Stop playing with me, lady.
It was
Stop
crazy.
it.
Kaniki and I keep on saying it. I love Grease too, and I like the music better than Grease 1. And I'll be that.
You're alone there, sister.
I know I am.
Yeah.
And I want a cool ride. Do you know the songs? Of
Yes,
Grease
I
too?
know a cool rider.
Reproduction. Come on now.
I mean, it's just not my favorite.
Where does the pollen go? Where does it go?
Thanks. I'm not doing this with you.
Where
Grease 2 is a travesty.
Tonight. Oh my! I love the Grease 2 song.
It's a travesty.
Hairspray.
Hairspray. Listen. So Hairspray is a musical that I didn't fully know of until I saw the film.
Really? You didn't watch Ricky Lake?
I didn't. I had to go backwards with that. That's just for whatever reason it didn't come across my desk. So I only saw it with racist chunky white lady.
Yes.
And
Racist. Nikki Blonsky.
Nikki Blonsky.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, Queen Latifah.
Elijah Kelly.
Huh?
Elijah Kelly.
Yes.
Taylor. What's Lil Inez? Taylor. Cause she writes for Ariana Grande. Sis.
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda.
Yeah. So seeing that, it was so well done.
It was great.
It was so well done. It sparked a lot of like oddly racial conversations between children, which I thought was cool. Like we having some real talks because we done seen Hairspray. I love Miss Baltimore Crabs. And then I love
the new
You
girl
can't
in
stop
town.
the motion of the ocean on the sky. You never do it on a Saturday night. I wanna.
Hey mama,
Yes.
look at me. Love that.
Mamma Mia. Oh my God.
Mamma, I have not gotten into Mamma Mia.
Listen, I have to go see Wicked tomorrow. You and me, we're gonna link up. We're gonna do stuff.
Okay, I gotta watch Mamma Mia, and I have never seen Les Mis either.
Les Mis is so sad.
Right, it seems so
But
sad. The
Anne
girl in the-
Hathaway, you know how you see certain people in certain roles and you're like, that's your role. Like nobody else could have done that role the way that you did. Anne Hathaway.
Like I remember the
Hair
artwork
missing,
of Les
teeth
Mis
missing.
of the play with the sad drawing of the white girl,
I
was like, no thanks.
Then the tigers came at night.
It's sad.
She does this thing where like she doesn't blink, and if you do it, you'll start crying too. But it looks earnest, like when she's singing, like her eyes start welling up with tears, and she was like, and she has this panicked like. I have to show you the clip, but she has this
Sounds
like
awful.
panic, huh?
Sounds like awful.
But it's so gut wrenching that you forget you're
Why
watching
she so miserable?
a
What happened?
movie.
Who died?
I mean, it's called Les
Mis.
Miserables.
I know, but like, what happened?
There was a schmuicide and there was crime and executions
They
and
ain't
all
got no
kinds
video
of
games or
shit.
nothing,
She
see?
had to either she had to sell her hair, or somebody took her hair to sell it. She was missing teeth and shit. It was awful.
Chicago.
Chicago. He had it coming. Feminist masterpiece.
No, honestly, that may have radicalized me.
And
As
somebody,
a child, I was like, so we should kill them.
yes. And somebody made a TikTok about how Chicago, like you think it's about one thing, but it's really about storytelling and it's really about narratives and how like having access to like advocates to tell your story shapes your future. Like they talk about how the one lady who didn't speak English, like shit ended up bad for her because she didn't have nobody to tell her story. Right. But it was different for the other women who had access and families and things of that nature. And then the oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both. Shout out to Dev. Like how that song is about spinning narrative and things like that. So I thought that was really interesting. But Chicago,
I remember being gagged like, oh, it's not gonna be good for the baby.
Gagged. Yes.
Yes, we love lying. What other musicals?
Manipulation.
It's not.
We gotta wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up. Okay, I was actually having fun.
I was too. We're gonna watch more musicals.
So make sure you guys watch musicals. Support the art.
Yes. Period. And if you're wanting to start art, start it today.
Yay.
Just do it. Okay. Bye.